Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this soft launch of UFO Slop. Because, like many of you out there who are interested in this topic and comprehend just how important and far reaching it is, one is also flexing one's greatest critical thinking skills to all of it because it is the one area of knowledge and learning and unknownness that requires a critical eye. Now, I'm a believer, okay? I believe in the UAP phenomenon. In fact, without giving away what I actually do on a day to day level, even since my own childhood through to the literature of today, the suggestion, the acceptance of the normality of there being something other than human intelligence engaging with, interacting with humanity on some level is suggested even in childhood. But being a consumer of all of this UFO slop, sometimes I just got to go, holy sugar, this is garbage, or this is just what? 1 minute you were like this, and now you're saying that. And just as a lifelong consumer, this channel is going to be devoted to me just pointing and the finger and giving it a good firm wag and saying, you know what, there's something not right here, something's fishy. Because because there is obviously a great effort in different levels of and arms of government, that US government here we're talking about, and all governments for that matter, to obfuscate, lie, keep whatever truths are a truth secret. But I'm not, this channel is not for that. This channel here for those of us at ground control, we're more interested in saying, bullshit or not.
We examine these mysteries to determine, are they bullshit or not?
Bullshit or not. In fact, I got to clip that, get that ready here for future episodes of UFO Slop. So, look, I don't want these to be too long, but at the same time, it's my way of venting. Can you hear the birds? I don't know if this microphone is picking up those birds. But we're going to talk about Neil the Garbage Man, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Dyson Sphere. I don't know. I don't know his name. But look, for years he has irritated me. In fact, at the time of recording of this, and on the 20th of May, 2026, here live from the home studio in Bangkok, Thailand, uh, all my life, even as a young consumer of science, Neil deGrasse Tyson has annoyed me. He has been recently, I believe, doing some production stage presentations or maybe a television series. I don't know, with William Shatner, with them two going at it about science topics. Look, I love the Shat, but I just don't think I could even stomach watching him engage with Neil. I can't even say his name properly. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay, so we're going to take a look first, because I guess the point of this video is to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, that I do not like Neil deGrasse Tyson. He is woeful. He is woeful. Why? Why is he woeful? I don't know, because of just some of the views he's espoused over the possibility of alien life, and I don't have those at hand, but it just seems every time he rears his head, it's to a very unpopular counterpoint, which, come on, give us... Anyway, I don't know. But someone I do have respect for is Bryce Zabel. Journalist, producer, writer, author, researcher. Worked with some of the best in the field, continues to work with some of the best in the field. Except that traitor, that Australian, Coolheart, Ross Coolheart. That Ross Coolheart, I'm not going to go into it in this particular soft opening episode. He's a traitor, and he is a liar, and he is working for the US government. So we don't like Neil deGrasse Tyson here. He is a weird guy, weird guy. And Bryce Zabel says, what remains so irritating about Neil deGrasse Tyson's current conversion is that he still can't help himself from stereotyping witnesses from the past as a farmer in the back and drunken revelers at 2 a.m. This was not true when he was saying it then, and it's not true when he's saying it now. There have always been credible, established observers. Hell, Kenneth Arnold was an experienced pilot. Okay, well, let's just stop there, because obviously, once again, this liar, this bizarre character, Neil deGrasse Tyson, is apparently now entering the UFO and alien conversation after decades of debunking. That's why we don't like him. Debunker, garbage man, enters UFO debate. I don't know. I guess let's have a bit of a listen here. Let's hit that there. Let's get that back here. I just don't like him, folks. I just don't like him. Let's have a look here.
I would have never imagined, if I didn't know Neil deGrasse Tyson, well, he's not talking extraterrestrials. He's the debunker. He's, don't bring that my way. I'm an astrophysicist and I'm married to one. And I think all my kids do that also. So I'm like 2-3 generations deep of science-y. Don't bring that noise my way. You say quite the opposite, my friend.
See, I don't think that's necessarily true. He has always ridiculed look, if he was somebody who was genuinely in the discourse, he would be by now. He would be really talking about it. We would be listening to him. But the fact that he has always debunked, that he has always practically scoffed at such ideas, and not just ideas on this topic, but other science ideas, I just shake my head at times and just go, this guy's a clown. I don't get what is the story with this guy. Is he about science or not? I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going here, shall we?
Why would you write about extraterrestrial life?
Yeah, so what began to happen, if you go back long enough, not that long, a few decades ago, many of the accounts of UFOs and alien abductions and things were people who didn't otherwise have title or integrity that their station in life would grant them. There was the farmer in his back 40. There was drunken revelers at 2 a.m. staggering out of the bar. Mm-hmm. And it would be their accounts of UFOs that would get reported on. And beginning a few years ago, and all of you in the media just ate it up when various whistleblowers and insiders.
News Nation has covered this more than anybody and had more of the
Oh my gosh, that snorky, bloody response, like, oh, yeah, you've been reporting on it. It's I can't stand his what is it? Arrogance. Just his snorting away. You've been covering it. And Cuomo, what is this? Chris Cuomo, this American asshole who also listen, I will never forget during COVID and him hiding in that basement. Wasn't that right? Wasn't he like hiding in the basement or something like that? And he was perfectly healthy. Anyway, let's go back to Snorky here. Yeah, the media's covering it.
Whistleblowers than anyone else.
There you go.
And they ain't farmers.
There you go. They're not farmers. They're not drunken revelers. And there's a parade of them. Many of them former, ex-military, intelligence agency officers.
What on earth is he drinking there? Look at what is this creamy? It might be ice cubes, perhaps. Some creamy, weird, white liquid here. What is going on with that, guys? Is he a lizard, reptile guy? This Neil the garbage man, Neil deGrasse Tyson Taylor. Ugh, he's just part of the UFO slop, guys. This guy. Look, this glass is a glass of UFO slop.
And under oath, in front of Congress.
Under oath.
By the way, this is the last and only time I remember in the past decade where
both
houses of Congress were just together with one investigative purpose. That was I was quite impressed by that. Aliens brought us together is what that was. So
where are we going with any of
when
this?
these people of high rank started reporting, I said, all right, I have to jump in here.
When people of high rank jumped in. Oh my God. Yeah, like anyone before. Listen, if you are not of high rank, and we're not just talking about in the military here, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about people of low rank, low status, people who are dumb, stupid. You're either dumb, stupid, or dumb. Look at him. Look, he doesn't take fools gladly, that face. Look at that face. He does not take fools gladly. Listen, I don't take your arrogance and this all-encompassing, you-know-it-all, mate, attitude. He is just ugly.
I can't stay silent. I have to be
He can't stay silent.
a participant in what's going on.
Because
what? Listen, decades and decades of hundreds of years. Look, the testimony of people, the work of Jacques Vallée. Who is this guy? Finally, he decides only now, after people of rank and all this. Oh, now that's it. He's thrown into action. That's when the government came and knocked on his door and said, "Do you want to come and work for us?" I don't know. He is just bizarre.
of what happened to you when you got beamed up and you went up there as a wrestler, just because I came down as this, just because
Oh, look, this just goes to show you, actually, ladies and gentlemen, just how, in fact, not further along we are in treating the subject matter with any deference to levity. Oh my God. You wonder why I don't like this guy. Come on, just watching this clip, guys, you can see why. How can you take this guy seriously? These look at the way they're just talking about it now, and it's disappointing because I've seen Chris Cuomo talk about it with other people with what appears to be a rational viewpoint, asking rational questions, and putting on the veneer, putting on the attitude of someone like, hey, we should maybe take this seriously. And here he is, though, schmucking it up with Neil deGrasse Tyson, schmucking it up like this topic is still a schmuck it up topic. Beamed you up, beamed you down like this. They've changed you. Someone got to you. Neil deGrasse Tyson, did somebody get to you? Yeah, I think maybe they did. Who knows? Recruited you? Oh my God, it is just slop. It is just such a painful thing to watch. Let's have a look. Let's go. Painful, isn't it?
I wanted to be beamed up. Didn't mean I got beamed up.
It
Okay.
would explain some things. Because from the wrestling captain in high school
Oh.
to being, Captain Science, it was a little bit of a
Okay, you think they put a chip in me when I was up there?
It's a theory.
No, I actually had a theory.
They put a chip in him. They put a chip in him, Scotty. Look, just the fact that they're throwing these things are like putting a chip into me, and just goes to show you there is like that's the real attitude of both Cuomo and Neil the Garbage Man. He just treats anything like look, now listen, I'm a bit sort of okay. I do admit on the UFO slopometer, yes, the chip stuff is a bit maybe perhaps on the slop side because even I, as someone, I mean, look, I'm not saying it's not a possibility, but that's a topic for another episode. Today we're just schmucking it up with Neil deGrasse Tyson, schmucking it up. But what I don't believe is that you should treat this subject or this area of this domain of knowledge by joking about it, particularly in the mainstream. It's timed. It's just because these attitudes still exist. It might as well be 1981 on a midday talk show somewhere in Middle America or Australia or wherever. Can't stand it.
Here, you have a hypothesis. Okay.
Oh, listen to
Let's
this.
keep that straight.
I'll take an axiom. So you decided to
You want a
join.
lemma? You want to be a lemma?
Painful. Who's laughing at this?
So,
Oh my Lord! Look at him. Look, that is agony to watch, guys. Like that is painful. All right, where's my tweet? Because hang on, I just wanted to. Where is it? Let's go back to Bryce's tweet now. Can we do that? Oh gosh, look at this. What are we looking at here? Still looking at that. That's the one I'm sharing. Okay, fine. I have to go back to Bryce Zabel here. I don't know what happened to that. All right, so let's now just return to this tweet before we wrap up this story about UFO debunker now entering the conversation. What remains so irritating about Neil deGrasse Tyson's current conversion is that he still can't help himself from stereotyping witnesses. That's just the small end of it, Bryce. As a farmer in the back and drunken revels at 2 a.m. Yeah, that's right. I mean, come on. Even we have to acknowledge the huge amount of testimony of people, and this is what this idiot reduces things to. This was not true when he was saying it then, and it's not true when he's saying it now. There have always been credible, established observers, of course. Hell, Kenneth Arnold was an experienced pilot who was very measured and specific about his 1947 observation. Yeah, look, listen, ladies and gentlemen, the sheer fact that buffoon that we watched in that video a few minutes ago, even on the merest level reduces things down to just silly take it of their observations, and it's not part of his discourse. It's not part of his inner language, his inner knowledge, his inner awareness, his inner respect to the people who have and shared great and challenging observations. Has deGrasse Tyson read any of these thousands and thousands of cases? Even in the period where he's putting people down, there were pilots, police, military, Neil, doctors, lawyers, scientists, certainly people I would trust way more than you big buffoon, lawyers, scientists, astronomers, etc., who saw these things. If you're trying to clean up your act, Dr. Tyson, then do it. But stop putting down earlier witnesses and trying to make them the object of your derision. Oh, yeah. There's definitely a very derisive attitude by this clown here, and this one to some degree. I'm sick of it. Good on you, Bryce. And to Chris Cuomo, hey man, don't laugh with this man. Hold him effing accountable. That's exactly right. Hold deGrasse accountable. Well said, Bryce Abel. You see why I've got my respect? That's my take, says Bryce Abel. Booyah! See, that is why I respect commentators, producers, authors, researchers like Bryce Zabel. And why isn't Chris Cuomo talking to Bryce instead of this clown? This clown. Or is it just that that clown is like, he's like grandma friendly. He's grandma friendly. Yes, you can see my Twitter handle that I'm bouncing this off from now. It's my personal Twitter handle, but I might start a separate UFO Slop Twitter handle. I don't know, maybe when we get to 200 subscribers on this channel, if it ever becomes a thing. Anyway, Neil deGrasse Tyson, I hate you. I hate you very much. And you're just adding to the UFO slop. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's the soft episode 0 from here, from those of us at the home office in Bangkok, Thailand at ground control. This is ground control. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Beyond the veil
Bye.
of stars, a signal faint and cold. We stare into the void,